We want to welcome you guys to L3 Perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Glenn Davis. I'm sitting here with my guy, Cameron Macias.
It's your boy, Killer Cam.
What's going on, guys? Hey, we want to welcome you back to the L3 Perspective. My name is Glenn Davis. I'm sitting here with my guy, Cameron Macias.
Coach Cam.
Yes. And again, we want to welcome you again. Thank you for tuning in. Super excited about today's conversation. Cam, I'm going to toss it over to you before I go and introduce today's guest.
So as you guys already know, before we begin, like, love, subscribe, share. Let us know what you do like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know if there's guests you think that we should have on the show. At the end of the day, we do this for you all. So the more that you involve yourself in the process, the better it's going to be for you all. So without further ado, Glenn.
Yes. So, Cam, today's guest, man, before I even toss him the microphone, this is an individual that I have a lot of respect for. I had the opportunity to connect with him a couple years back. So he's first and foremost, he's a father, a husband.
Yeah.
And just from my lens, does a phenomenal job in those two areas. He's also a coach. He's also a skills trainer. Probably, again, my perspective, I think he's one of the best trainers in the state of California.
Oh, wow.
And we know how big California is. He is also the junior NBA Coach of the Year. And that is just a testament of the efforts that he puts in. He's, a former pro athlete himself.
Okay.
But anyway, I can go down the list, man. I can go down the list, but I want to dive into it. Nate Garth, man, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited about today and the conversation we're going to have and hopefully changing the life here.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Hey, so I was just talking about the junior NBA Coach of the Year, man. Let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll go into your story.
Yeah. So, man, I got first an email. And everybody knows emails. It said Sacramento Kings. I'm like, oh, free tickets. so I opened it up, and I was blown away because they were recognizing me as a Coach of the Year, and a lot of people that know me, and those of you that don't know me, I'm nothing without the people around me, and accepting that award just was a big attest to the energy and the effort, concentration, and love and passion I give to the kids, and them exerting what we do and that energy, because without them being successful, I wouldn't have been a Coach of the Year. So just thankful for the people, the parents that trust me with their kids, the kids that trust me, helping them and mentorship and on and off the floor. So beyond the award, I guess it was a big pat yourself on the back, Nate, that you're out here, in the streets, in these neighborhoods, doing God's work, doing the work of a person who, like Glenn said, played at the high level, giving back is everything. So it was huge.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So when did you develop your first love for sports?
6 years old, man. I was 6 years old. Funny thing is, like I said, a lot of people that know me and don't know me, my first love was football.
I was going to say,
I was a football guy.
I feel like most professional athletes, they always say that their love was actually a different sport than the one that they went professional for.
Yeah. I was a football guy, man. I was a big football guy. And my mom is tall and slim, and everybody in my family is tall and slim. So my football dreams pretty much ended when I realized I was going to be tall and slim. So I guess, around this age, 6, 7, I picked it up. My brother, he was my idol. He was somebody I followed throughout this whole basketball career, somebody I always looked up to. So it was always me just wanting to be better than my big brother. So that was the goal,
I'm going to win this.
So, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna shoot this trash in the trash can better than you. Like it was, oh man, it's crazy.
That's funny, man. That little brother to big brother inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's good stuff. Go ahead. What you got? I have a question, but
so you say your first love was football. Did you realize at 6 that you weren't doing football, or how long did that last?
Well, I guess my dreams got shattered by my father. Son, nobody in your family played football, son. I don't know how to teach it. I do know how to teach basketball, so
Gotcha.
there it is.
That's
So my dreams got shattered by my dad who didn't know much about football. So
got you,
yeah.
got you.
Shout out to dad.
Yeah. I was just
Yeah,
thinking
no,
that.
big shout out to my dad. He actually put me on the right path.
Yeah. So one of the things I've admired about you, like I said from the sideline is your love for family, man. So you talk about dad. I heard you talk about mom. Have they been a big inspiration to you to kind of keep you in alignment with chasing that dream of being going towards becoming a professional athlete?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, each of my immediate family, I'm the youngest I have an older sister and an older brother. My mother and father, they divorced when I was young, but they've been, in my life, heavy. So each of them has just played a different role. And it's funny, my mom is like, her role is like, see the big picture, son.
Yeah.
Step back. So she's the spiritual one. She's much into
You need
Christ and
that.
she's a spiritual. Yeah, big time. So she's always like, the praying, the staying with it, the staying positive. So that was always her big role. My brother, like I said, he was my idol. He was somebody I looked up to. So for him, it was just like, Nate, do this or don't do this, or this is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. This is what I messed up on. This is what I don't want to see you do wrong. You know what I mean? So that was his role. My sister, cheerleader, biggest cheerleader. I could score 1 point, and she's telling everybody, my brother's going to the NBA.
He's killing your brother.
I'm like, all you scored a basket. You know what I mean? So she was the biggest. And then, my dad was always, he's the realist. He's always the guy that this is what it takes. This is what these guys do. If you want to be this, if this is what you do, then this is the steps that you have to take. This, the very honest, cutthroat, like, cry. It made me cry at times. Like, really, Dad? Like, you know what I mean? But you need that. You need that tough love. You need that the honesty. You need that direction. So each of my family members, that they've all played a big role into where I am now, and also is where I'm still trying to go. So
Okay.
Yeah. So you got like your mom, who's your spiritual side.
Yep.
Your sister's your cheerleader.
Yep.
Your brother's like your North Star, and
Yep.
your dad's there to keep you grounded.
There you go. That's it. That's the circle. That's the Garth circle right there.
I love it. The Garth circle.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I actually I want to ask you. I'm gonna shift the conversation a little bit because I want to come back to the dream. So I've always been into fashion.
Yeah, yes.
Right? Oh yeah.
I've been into fashion. We're gonna talk fashion for a second. Because this brother's style is so dope, man.
Okay.
It's so him. It fits his personality. You know what I mean? It's cool. So at what point in your life did you get into fashion? And then let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's funny. So my mom, she was big on sewing and fabric and all this stuff. So like I said, my parents divorced young. So the worst Saturday mornings when I didn't have games were spent at the fabric store. And my mom never wanted to leave us in the car because she felt like we was going to run the radio, run our battery down, all this other stuff. So she said, you guys have to come in. So over time, like I would just go and sit down. And then it was like, all right, I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here. I might as well make that was before the cell phone, before the iPod. So it was just like, either I just sit here, put my head down, or I throw myself into what's going on in this place.
Right.
So I was about 11 years old. I was about 11. And I was just like, man, that's nice. Man, that's cool. I wonder if shirts were made like that. It kind of started that idea. And one day, I just so happened to pick up some fabric and talk about it with someone that worked there. And the lady, I'll never forget, she was like, son, your style and what you like is subject to who you are and how you feel.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? So the way Glenn just put it, it's like I dress accordingly to like how I feel or what it's like it's my personality. It's like I want you to see me and know that, man, that guy, that that's him. Like that's me. It's not me trying to look cool. It's not me trying to stand out. It's like one day I may wear colorful pants, and it may be that I'm feeling really excited and happy, and I want people to come talk to me.
Yeah.
One day I might wear all black.
Yeah.
And that
Don't
just
talk
may
to me.
be like, yeah, like that may be just like, I'm trying to win Game 7, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
already, so it's just, I dress according to like how I feel. And it's an expression for me. It's like a way to express myself, without speaking, type of thing. So, so I was about, 11 years, 11, 12, where I just started like putting things together, and people would be like, you'll wear that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
and it's just like, that's me. Like, so,
I love it. I couldn't have you on the podcast and not ask you about it, man. Because like I said, your style is not only unique, man, but it leaves statements. And I mean, I love it. I'm a fan. So
yeah, he's a style guy.
There you go. I love the shirts that tell you everything. It's like, I just bought a shirt that said "Love conquers all," and it's just like. Do you need anything else? Like, I'm wearing my shirt. Like, come on. Like, you know what kind of person I am. I'm trying to, share love. I'm trying to, spread equality. You know what I mean? That's me. So.
Yeah. I'm like a 90-10, like 90% functional dresser, but then I got like that 10%, like when we need to like rock out, I'm like, okay, I can do this. And people are like, why don't you do that normally? I'm like, I'm a dad with 5 kids, bro. Like,
there you go.
I got things to do.
Yeah.
And I'm also just not good at it. Like, I never, and that's okay. Like when I was in high school, like when long tees and jeans and Air Force Ones were the thing. Oh, I was so happy. I was like, all I gotta do is and I knew how to iron because my mom. So like, I know how to iron. I got this fresh tee, a pair of jeans, and I'm good. I do this every day.
There you go. There you go. But again, see, that's your personality. It fits you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you. Like, so you express it the way you express it. So I respect it.
Yes, sir. All right, now I'm off my fashion top. You know what I'm saying?
I
appreciate you filling my cup, man.
Man. We can go shopping any day, brother.
That's what's up. So obviously you're a business owner, entrepreneur. Talk to us about what Dominate is.
Oh man, Dominate. So Dominate originated in 2015 on a bus in Iceland.
Wow.
Now I say that to say,
specific.
real quick. Nate Boogie was my nickname for a long time. Nate Boogie, that was my nickname. That was my basketball name. And all that. So that's what I told my teammates in Iceland, my first pro year, to call me. We were on a trip far away where we traveled 5 hours on a bus. We actually went out there. We won the game. So the custom in Europe is celebrate. Always celebrate. But we were on the bus. So how do we celebrate? Well, they stopped at the liquor store.
Yeah.
And they are big on cigarettes and stuff, so they bought cigarettes. I bought liquor and snacks. Like, I'm snacks.
Kids
Come on, man. So we're on the bus, we're drinking, we're hanging out. I end up hitting the game-winning shot that game. Had my first career professional triple-double. Nice. Had a hell of a game. All right, we're on the bus. Teammates they're just like. Over their head. You know what I mean? Europeans we're talking about. So they're just like, one of them stops and goes, and hits me just really hard. I'm like, man, I'm sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
He goes, you know what we're going to call you? And I said, what? He said, we're going to call you Dominate. And I was like, now mind you, I'm like, they were like, Dominate. Dominate.
That's what's up.
I got back, kid you not, right-handed guy, God knows. I got back about 3:34 in the morning, and I was up writing, like, dominate. What can I do with dominate? Dominate. And it went from, like, dominate fashion, dominate this, dominate that. And I'm like, dominate. Now, fast forward. My career ended shorter than I expected with the birth of my daughter. So it was like, figure out life. And I just always went back to dominate. I'm like, well, I'm starting dominate skills. I'm going to be a basketball trainer. Dominate. And now we're here today with the same sign that I started with, and this is dominate.
Yeah.
Wow. That's how we got here. Yeah.
Oh, boy, should get royalties.
No, for sure. It's funny because we still talk on social media and stuff like that. His name's Halidor. I'll never forget him. It's my guy, man. He sends me new music. Hey, did you hear this rap song? I'm like, yeah, I'm in America. Yeah, I heard it already. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. So yeah.
That's
So
what's
yep.
up. A
Yep. That's
European
how I
dream
dominate. Yep.
turned into a
Yeah.
legacy.
That's
Yeah.
how.
Yeah.
That's how I came up with Forward Learning Group. Remember when? So I was reading the John Maxwell book, and
Yeah.
there was a phrase in the book, and it said, "If you're not moving forward as a learner, you're moving backwards as a leader." And I was like, so same thing. I was with my girl, I was like,
Man.
forward learning, learn forward, group. I was like,
Yeah.
and I websited it up, and I was like, Forward Learning Group. That's what it is.
That's powerful.
And I actually just had a coaching session, and he said the same thing. He's like, I really like that name. He's like, it just like, he's like, you can apply it to so many different things. And I was like, yeah, man. How did you come up with Inspire?
So kind of the same thing. I was actually we're going back like 2000. I don't know.
I love it. I know I'm the new
9.
I'm the new booty on the block. I'm like, I thought about mine 4 months ago. You guys are like 15 years old, bro.
So Inspire came about. Actually, I got invited out to. So my first time stationed in California, I got invited out to be a guest or a judge on for the radio station. They were doing like a talent show in Marysville, California. And so when I came back from there, it was like 2:00 in the morning. Wheels was just going, ideas was going, and I was just like, man, I got to come up with something creative. What is this something that I'm passionate about?
Yeah.
And inspiring people is something. You talk leadership. Inspiring people is something that I have a deep passion for, right? And I was just like, wow, I don't want to spell it like the regular word.
Yeah.
So I was just like, again,
average.
Yeah. So I dropped the I. It was like, cool. It still says the word inspire.
Yeah.
So that's kind of was the birth of the word inspire, which turned into Inspire Nation, which is the wife and I's organization, and then that turned into Inspire University, which is our youth empowerment. And so that was the birth of. So it wasn't a European birth idea. It was a Cali birth idea.
And organic, and that's beautiful, man. Both of you guys, that's beautiful. I always think the best things in life are the ones that just come about, from being a good person, or like you said, reading the stuff. Cam said, same thing. You went to a seminar. Me, through basketball. It's like through our love and through our passion and through things that we're doing. We were blessed with future endeavors, and that's beautiful.
Absolutely. So Cam was just kind of talking about leadership, and I wanted to talk on this because as a coach, as a skills trainer. I've had the opportunity to kind of see some behind the scenes conversations that you have with your guys. There is something to be said about a leader who is authentic, a leader that is 100% real. So when I think about you and some of the conversations I've heard you have, one of the things I admire, especially when you would talk to Omari, is that you're 100% real. And right, so when it comes to being a leader, like we have a business partner, right? And like if you're trash, he's gonna tell you trash. One of the things I admired about you is that, like, if there's someone that's trash, you're gonna call it out, and you do it in such a polite but authentic and loving way. But like, bro, you trash. You got to work for your skill.
Baby, you so tall, but you have no hops. But
right.
So can you
good
talk
with the bad?
Can you talk about like why? Like, obviously that's your leadership style. It works. I've seen you train professional athletes. High school students who transition to get an opportunity to play college ball. Why is that your leadership style? Why do you stick to that format when it's not typically the popular, people like to be coddled and all that?
Personally, to be honest, I struggle with that. I struggle with hard coaching. I struggle with truth being told to me. I struggle because of what you just said. It's like I had coaches, man, good job this, good job that. And I actually started believing them. So then I go to college, I'm thinking, Nate, you're doing a good job, but no, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. Like, my coach here is not happy. I'm not doing enough. And then what did it start doing? It started to create a false ego. And it was like, no, I'm better than him. Coach ain't playing me and then it gave me a negative attitude. So when I started this, I was like, you know what? What I never want to have happen is 10 years down the line, someone come back to me and say, why didn't you tell me this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you prepare me for this? Why did you tell me this was working? And then they had a same walk that I had. And, and to my eyes, I didn't reach my full potential because of that. because I didn't have that hard. When I left, home, I didn't have that hard. I had the coddle. I don't want to lose Nate. I want to keep Nate on my team, or you know what I mean? So when I started this, that was one of my main things. And I had to realize that I'm not for everybody. So after I started the hard, I started to question, like, man, why did that kid not come train? Why are they done? Like, I thought I was helping the kid, or why is this, or why is that? And I had to realize, a lot of people in our life, in our society, that they don't want to hear that.
Oh yeah.
They don't want the uncomfortable. They don't. And I know that because as a kid, I didn't. But as I grew up, I started to appreciate the ones who were harder on me. So my biggest friends now, Mike, one of my closest friends at Glen knows, just like I can call Mike and I'll say something to Mike and Mike will be like, nah, that's not it, Nate. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, those are the people that you need, the ones that are just going to tell you cut and dry. That's not it. They're not telling you you're not this, you can't be that. They're just literally saying you might want to start thinking about this because what you're doing is not going to lead you to where you want to go. So you need that. And like Glenn said, I'm the same way with a 10-year-old kid or with a professional. I'm the same Nate. I'm going to get on you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to make it uncomfortable. I'm going to make it tough on you. But one thing I'm always do is I'm going to show love to you. And after the session, we're always going to meet and we're always going to have a conversation. This is why I was doing this. This is why I said this. All right. You understand it. You're good. And we move on, So
that's something I talked to a lot of people about is like, because they ask me now how I'm so like, I can take feedback and criticism well. And I'm like, I wasn't always like that, bro. Like,
no.
I used to really not, like, I used to be hot when people try to tell me this, that, and the third. And I feel like there's just like this point of maturity that you kind of reach as you get older where you realize they're not personally attacking me. They're, like I'm trying to teach my daughter that one of my daughters, like someone will try and tell her something like in our house to keep her out of trouble. Like, hey, you're supposed to be doing this. But all she concentrates on is that someone's telling her to do something. And I'm trying to like explain to her like, hey, don't get so caught up in that your ego that you're mad that this person's trying to tell you something that you don't understand that they're actually trying to guide you. Like, so that's a lesson I think, it's hard to learn. And I feel like the earlier you learn it, like the faster you can explode as far as like success wise.
Yep. I always tell the kids, man, you guys know I'm passionate. Coach Nate is passionate. Don't listen to how I say it. Listen to what I'm saying. Because gonna tell you, my juices are flowing. Your session starts at 9. By 9:05, I'm like, come on, I'm already going. Yeah. So it's just like, don't listen to how I'm saying it. Listen to what I'm saying, and then you'll actually hear the message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hey, Nate takes those glasses off and transforms into something. He transforms into Dominic. You know what I'm saying?
Like, where's that music coming from? It's like,
no. I gotta tell you, just to piggyback on what you said. So I was doing a camp. I did the EBC camp last weekend, and a girl and a brother that I trained, they were there. Now the brother was in the camp, so I was actually just like a helper. So I was helping. You know what she told her mom? She said, Coach Nate is really nice. I was like, yeah, I'm a super cool guy. You just get me in the gym. That's why you don't think I'm really nice. She really said that. Her mom was dying laughing. She was like, Coach Nate, I got to tell you something. She was like, Ellie really thinks you're nice. I was like, I am nice.
Hold my glasses.
Yeah, hold on.
I was like, you want to dominate? Here we go. Come on, man. I am a nice guy. Yeah, I'm a very nice guy. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
man.
It was funny, man. So.
That's why I rock with you, man. So So tell us what's next. What's next for you as the CEO and what you have going on. I know you just shout out to you. He just established his LLC today.
Yep.
What?
What?
Yep.
So he's
growth.
I don't want to take the thunder away, but he's also closing or maybe close the gym to expand the gym. So I'm gonna now toss it over to you, man. What's next for what's up and coming for you?
Man, God is good. First and foremost, like Glenn said, Hoop Skills Factory has grown. Dominate Skills has grown. I got into this building I was in 2020, right before the pandemic, a week before the pandemic started. I signed my lease in this building. And I told myself, I was like, like, it was my first business venture. I'm like, a lot is going to go right, a lot is going to go wrong. But one of the biggest things I stood by was when I close these doors, I'm closing these doors to bigger and better.
Yeah.
That was just my goal. I didn't know how, when, anything. I was thrust into this business through a partner who had, fell underneath and needed someone to step up, and that's how I got into it. So fast forward now, 2023, I didn't have to renew that lease. God is good. Like I said, I can't stop thanking him. Yesterday, I signed a new lease to a building that's 1,500 square feet bigger than where I'm at now.
Oh, wow.
I went from I guess you could say, a makeshift half court to now a full court. So now I have a full court in the gym. Just the growth is crazy. I went from about 30 to 35 kids when I opened up this gym to now I'm servicing about 100 to 125 a week.
Oh, wow.
It's been a beautiful thing, man. And like I said, I couldn't have done it without, guys like Glenn allowing me to train their kids and spreading the word and being authentic and telling people about who I am and what to expect and things to come in. So like he said, I started LLC today. I went away from sole proprietorship. There's so much growth and happening, and I'm ready to spread my wings and start working with people and allowing employees and all that stuff, man. I'm really, it's crazy. 3 years ago, you asked me, what's an EIN number or how do you do all this? And now it's like, I'm moving up to employees and 1099s and all this other stuff, man. So it's crazy. I'm grateful. I'm real thankful for all the people that have helped support me, to help push me, to help give me those hard conversations, to help grow me, because I've grown even as a trainer in these last 3 years in this building. Like, and it's wonderful for people to see how much I actually put into this and into their kids and into this business, as you can say, that I don't treat it like a business. I treat it like a family thing, and it's good to see, people recognizing it and spreading it, and it's growing. So God's good.
That's true leadership. When you take a vision, you create it, you execute on that vision, and then long term it expands to now you're being able to create other opportunities for people through, again, you talk 1099s. That's dope, man. I definitely will continue to salute you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. As we wrap up, you have anything?
When does Dominate Clothing come out?
Oh. So we're dropping a spring brand. We're dropping spring brand here. Lightweight designs now for this year. I'll have more dry fit t-shirts, dry fit shorts. That's a new one. Three-quarter sweats. That's a thing for kids now. They don't like the whole long deal. So we'll have that.
The capris.
Lightweight. Yeah, there you go. That's a thing now, So the lightweight hoodie, shirt, things like that, we'll be dropping. Look forward April for a grand opening of our a new building. A new part of our business will be Level Up. So we'll be introducing Level Up Sports Academy. That'll be kids leagues. That'll be clinics every 6 weeks. That'll be seasonal camps. So Level Up Sports will be a new entity here for us. And we're opening new lanes here. So
that's what's up, man. So opening doors, clothing.
Yeah.
Here's my last question. I'll ask Nate. So three words: life, love, leadership. If you could just share something that's on your heart to our viewers on any of those, you can blend them however. But life, love, leadership. Could you share something with our listeners?
Yeah, one thing is life, love, leadership. Leadership. I can start there. Leadership is it's inside you. It's these things they flow out you. That's I always say dedication, determination, discipline. To be a good leader, those are the three things you must have. That's you gotta just. I can move on to life. The ups and downs happen. You get knocked down, dreams don't always come true. Okay. One of the things I always tell people is it's not a dream isn't denied. It's called deterring. You're moving to a different lane. All it is it that you tried it this way and it didn't work for you. If you still have that goal and that dream in mind that's in your heart, now just move over here and try to keep going to it. And eventually you may not attain what you want, but think about how far you've come by not switching and giving up and continuing. You may not have gotten in my eyes to the LLC, but you may have gotten a bigger building, which in turn, if you stay on that goal and stay pushing, then you will, eventually move on. And that's the love, and that's the dedication, and that's the passion that flows in you. And people start to realize that, and people start to help you. People start to pour into you. People start to step up and do things for you that you've been doing for yourself for a long time, and it's a beautiful thing. So I know I just hit on so many different things, but for me, that's the circle of everything right there. Is being good in your heart and exerting that love outside to people, and to staying steadfast in your life goals and things that you want and attain, and that love and that passion and that honesty that pours outwardly, people will be pouring it back, back to you, and that's gonna get you to where you need to go in life, moving forward.
I love it. Cam, you want to close this out, brother?
Hey, as always, y'all, we appreciate you. Hey, brother, thank you for coming on the podcast. Blessing us with that. You guys, like, love. Send us comments, reach out to Nate, connect with him. If you have kids who need training, hit him up. Obviously he's a beast. I don't play basketball, so I don't know. But I trust Glenn and I trust you.
Yeah.
So, but before we wrap, tell people where they can find you and find your business.
Yeah. So Dominate Skills, on Instagram, you can find Dominate Skills. You type it in. On Twitter, same thing. Dominate Skills, you can find on Twitter. And also, if you pay attention to the bio up there, there's a GoFundMe link. I'm asking all those who are paying attention, if you can't helping me is sharing it. Helping me doesn't always mean giving money. Helping me is sharing it. Help share that GoFundMe. Those proceeds go to developing a new gym, putting new equipment in. We're trying to do hardwood floors now, new baskets, new everything. So please, 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 if you follow, you hit that button. If you can't donate, please share. And maybe you share it 20 times, and if you can't donate 20 times, you shared it 20 times, there goes $20. You know what I mean? From somebody. So I don't know, however it is, but please, please support us in developing this new gym in a way that fits our needs to the youth, and we're able to give those kids what they deserve.
Awesome. Well, brother, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the podcast. Thanks again for your time. And, to our listeners,
see y'all later.
Have a